It's Doki Doki again. Last time we played, what did we do? We read a lot of creepy poetry. We tried to get with Yuri, but then we tried to get with Sayori at the end there, which was probably gonna mess up our relationship with Yuri, but already did it. We made the decision. And Cassie had come to the club late, and I think I was just saying, don't worry, I just walked in to like make her feel better about being late. I think that's what I did. Alright, oops, okay. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great! Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Maeve? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kind of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Like, literally, too, because I don't remember what Maeve's voice was. Or Sayori's. Cassie. I don't know her voice should be. Cassie, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Cassie. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It's because it's a game and it's been translated. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in a corner of the room looking down at nothing. Okay. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation was already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Cassie if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been... I'm already thirsty. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Cassie, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Davina, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Davina. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Does she like me? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Delvina. Me? I think I played this too soon after the last time I played because my throat already hurts. I'm such a delicate flower. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know? Anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny though, Luna. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh, I've hit on Yuri a lot. I feel a little bit bad. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles. Cassie smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Cassie stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I could do besides wait for Cassie. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. It's totally Yuri. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over a book. She's gonna murder me. That's gonna be the ending. She murders me because I hit on Sayori even a little bit. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. Like, I sit in a desk? Maybe I'm sitting in a chair. Or on a desk. Sit on the desk next to hers. Okay. ...
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you want to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly sharing that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? It's quite romantic.
Eh? She thinks it's romantic?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Alvina, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you might know them.
Ah? So you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves.
Why isn't she angry about this? We had this whole thing with the buck, and we were like feeding each other chocolate and stuff. Like, I remember that. I need water.
And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you.
You weren't aware were... Okay, that was a tongue twister.
That is... I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple girl, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. I said what I said. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Cassie calls out the club room. But then we share our poems now. Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes back to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Ooh, I think the last poem I wrote, I tried to evenly mix it between Sayori and Yuri. So since Sayori doesn't feel like talking to me, maybe this is gonna be weird. Gosh. Make eye contact with Cassie, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, poetry. I guess I should show it to Sayori, so she'll like me? Yuri. Delvina. Oh.
Delvina, your writing has only improved in these last few days.
Okay, I took a long break. I don't remember where I was, but I think I was reading poetry. I think that's where it was. Okay, let me...
Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular.
That seems too high-pitched, but that's what we're going with.
I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean? What does she mean?
Well...
Yuri smiles sadly.
Delvina, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading.
Thanks. Wouldn't have figured that out, Yuri.
Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time.
Okay, I should be more sympathetic. I feel bad now.
They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Delvina. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful.
I'm glad my character has been patient and respectful, because I was not.
That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Delvina. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time.
Oh my god, is Yuri me?
I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw 'em. I mean, I joined this club hoping that I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Our friendsy friends! Wouldn't you? Our friends.
If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah.
Yeah.
So her poem's going to be so freaking creepy, right? That I'm not going to want to be friends with her?
I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghost Under the Light Part 1. Sugar, I don't remember what Part 2, I mean. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. I don't remember what Part 1 was.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing.
Oh. That's been said before. What was the first poem about? Is it with the raccoon? When she was cutting bread? Was that the first one? Anyway.
In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses his path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops.
Is something going to jump at me? Because I'm going to be really upset if something jumps at me. I'm really upset.
The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to his forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
So a ghost can't affect her because her heart's amber? And he's blue-green? I don't know. I really am lost. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. Then instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being usually cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Oh, really? Awkward.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Explain it to me. Me? Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can. The poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Cassie says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Sayori, maybe she'll be happy with me now.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Why doesn't she like it? I swear the last poem I wrote, I tried to make her like it. I think.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
I swear that I made... Oh, no. You know what happened? I think I tried to make it even. But at the end of it, I think I accidentally made it all about Yuri.
Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. I really didn't try to.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Delvina.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist. Did I read her poem?
Yay! I'm gonna gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Cassie I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. She didn't write a poem, and now I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous. Let's do next, Maeve first, for once. I mean, Maeve before. Oh, she's really tired of me because I didn't really give a crap about her when I wrote my poem, so I guess she's tired of me. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! Okay. Sorry, I kind of screwed that up. Hi, Delphina. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. I've lost it. Sure. I let Cassie take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Delvina. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in a club room every day? Whoa. Every day? I've been to the club like 3 times. This is like my 4th time coming here. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe time passed and I missed that. I didn't think time passed. I thought I got to see every visit I made to the literature club. Reading that edgy novel with her? Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Yeah, blame it on that. Blame it on you feel bad for her. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I getcha. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens, well, she's vulnerable. So maybe me saying I welcome with Sayori is gonna screw me. Then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. What do you mean by that? Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? Okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in a twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between a thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. And before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. Jesus. and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay, well, that was nice and nihilist. Cool. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. I don't really agree with that at all. If I had all the answers, I think life would be fine if I had all the answers. Now I just have more answers. That'd be dope if I had all the answers. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I kind of agree with that, though. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll want to focus... They want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you just say something strange just now? Ah?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
I don't know what she said. I've already missed it. I have no idea what she said. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Oh dear. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown up a little when she's not around. In my defense, the person that should have left today, which should have been Maeve. Because Maeve is the only one who I didn't care about trying to get to know. So Sayori should be here, and Maeve should be gone. And who needs Maeve around? Because Maeve is useless. Like, come on, let's be honest. Maeve is useless. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Maeve, please show some decency.
Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? Maeve's got a point. Never mind, Maeve is useful. Maeve is the voice of reason. She's got a point. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Who?
That curious expression comes from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I told her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Maeve will be making the cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Maeve? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oh yeah, Maeve's a little salty about that one. Now Maeve's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. That was a good one. Good one. Good save, Cassie.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Delvina. Now, I actually am useless, I'm not sure. The one who's truly useless. Exactly. Don't say that. In fact, both Maeve and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Ooh, You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Okay. So, last time I had to choose between Yuri and Maeve. I picked Yuri, and Maeve got really mad at me. But I kind of feel like if I pick Maeve this time to even it out, Yuri's gonna go, like, insane. Because Yuri's already weird, you know? Like, I went through this whole thing about saying, oh, I'll be friends with you. You don't have to, like, just focus on your books. We're cool. And then I go hang out with Maeve. She might get a little angry about that. Might get a little angry. That is Cassie's suggestion I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Cassie's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. That's it. Maeve tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Maeve, you mentioned that you would like to handle the bacon on your own.
Oh shit, Yuri's coming with the facts.
Delvina may not like to be around if you only make him to be out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Delvina to,
What are you even saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And bacon isn't? Just what do you think? Guys. Let's settle it down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Delvina to decide how I'd like to contribute. No, not load. Save. Okay. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, Cassie. So I'm sure he's interested in? You literally just said.
I'm surprised.
You literally just said. Oh, I like Maeve. I kind of want to hang out with Maeve.
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Delvina, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh, I can pick Sayori? Oh, no. Oh, God. This is the most stressful thing I've ever had to do in my life. Okay. Maeve kind of endeared herself to me just then. By coming at Cassie. I kind of picked Yuri as my waifu, though. Like, immediately. Yuri is my waifu. I guess it depends on should I average this out. Or should I not average it out to, like, mess around with every girl. Because maybe that'll fuck me in the future. If sick of one girl, then maybe 3 people are just gonna be angry at me in the future. I don't know. I saved, right? I gotta save again. I'm nervous. I feel like I could just take Maeve out the equation. I'm sorry, Maeve. I'm just, nah. Just take out Maeve. Alright. So then these 3. Sayori is mad at me. But I almost made it to, like, I'm pretty damn sure I made it to first base with Yuri, right? And Yuri might, like, let me get to second base if I hang out with Yuri, you know? Can you imagine? That's how you picked hanging out with girls? Like, oh my god, is that what boys do? They're like, this one's easy. This is exactly what boys do. I'm a boy now. I'm a boy. Sayori might be mad at me, though. And I really do like Sayori. I do like her. I'm gonna go with my waifu. I'm picking her. I've made the decision. I'm picking my waifu. And this will be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will work out. Well, I'll probably be more useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you? Maeve, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping out Yuri then, Delvina? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. I love how I didn't even think about the actual task at hand, whether I should bake or make decorations, because if I thought about that, I should absolutely bake over making decorations. Absolutely. Way better baker than decorator. Maeve, will you be able to handle the bacon yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Maeve is feeling a little sour. I kind of want to load and pick Maeve. She's so mad at me already. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. What do you mean you're not excited to hang out with me? How dare you? I should have picked Maeve.
But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Delvina? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Maeve? ...
Maeve.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Delvina picked me. And also...
You really don't know why I picked you? I fed you chocolate. We're an item now. That means we're married, damn near.
Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea.
I'm losing my voice.
And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Maeve isn't the only one surprised. Cassie and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Same. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something that Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part about this whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Cassie and Maeve out the door as they chat between each other. Yeah? I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. Why did I pick her? I can't do her voice for like a whole scene. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. I don't want to go to her house. Her house is probably like a graveyard. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Delvina. I think that will make a very protective team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ...
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
Seriously, Yuri? Please, Yuri. Your self-esteem can't be this bad. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Ow, my throat hurts. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Maybe it's a little too early since you've known her for like 5 days. Maybe it's a little too early to try something. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just two of us. I don't know how I wrote that. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Cassie said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Probably not. You probably should have picked Sayori. But you know what? Penis. I decide to visit Sayori. Oh, good. We're going to visit her. Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. I mean, are your parents okay with it? I mean, her parents? Or the house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. Why is the screen black? I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Okay, good. Sayori. Hi, Delina. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. She has no wall decorations. She has a calendar. She has a literal calendar on her wall, that's it. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. I think that's too high-pitched. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Cassie told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Is it? Ah, that's true. No, it's not. She wanted to know. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Cassie today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri, huh? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Delvina. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. Grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Delvina. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Delvina? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is... Oh... I've had really bad depression all my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Oh my god. Sayori. Oh, she's my second favorite. Actually, personality-wise, I think she's my first favorite. But she doesn't have purple hair, so I couldn't pick her in good conscience, you know? That's such a horrible thing to say. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Oh my god. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. We gotta ditch, like, decorations with Yuri, right? Is that a possibility? How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Sorry again. Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Maybe don't start off with saying you've been betrayed when she's the hurt one. Come on. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Delvina. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Hoping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart.
Well, that's your fault. You shouldn't have invited me. That's on you.
So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me.
That's your fault, Sayori. There's only so much.
Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Delvina. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Aw, Sayori. Aw, Sayori.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Oh, we get a cutscene?
Ah? Delvina.
Ow, my leg is really numb. I'm gonna mess up the scene. Hold on. Alright, don't sit on your leg while trying to be emotional. Sayori. Or maybe sit on my leg actually helped. Like, and now I have tears in my eyes. Because it hurts so bad. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Delvina.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's eyes remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Delvina.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. She gonna stab me?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Delvina. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right? This isn't time. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Man, ditch Yuri. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to come meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Will she be alive tomorrow? Like, we left her crying. Maybe we should have just dragged her out the house. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. That's him thinking with his penis, by the way. That's us thinking with our penis. Instead of thinking about a friend. Which we did do all game, so I guess he's been consistent. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody else answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that. For some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. She doesn't have friends. I mean, in fairness to her. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. This is a pretty, simple room for a teenage boy. It's very, conservative. Like, he's got a ton of books. When he doesn't read. Why does he have so many books if he doesn't read? What is this? Is this my room? Why do I have so many books?
It's so clean.
Ha ha ha. I cleaned it before you came over, so.
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
That is kind of poetry. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Is it easy to forget? Because I feel like she makes that obvious every time we talk to her.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during a poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that'd be really neat, and also, yeah, intense. Maybe don't do that much. What's this wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Magic doesn't exist. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Doki, Doki, Doki. Don't you think that would be more perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using a paper for fold and origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Do I have to do 100 poems? Oh yeah? Or 100-word poem, not 100 poems. What will those be used for?
Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten a paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me or she's more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Delvina. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright. Sit on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Oh, my arm itches. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
I immediately went to the crazy one. Immediately. I'm into knives. I hang out by myself. I don't really understand people. God.
They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
I do. Ah ha ha ha. You're laughing.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Because it's weird. That's why she got nervous. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Ha ha ha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. Now I have my fingerprints on the weapon that she's going to use to kill someone. Because, you know, Yuri seems like that kind of chick. My fingerprints are on it now. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife in my index finger. Why? Ow. Wow, you poked the knife and stabbed yourself. What a surprise. God, I'm an idiot.
Delvina, why did you do that?
Good question. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It barely touched it at all. It's my fault. It's not your fault that he's an idiot. It's not your fault, Yuri. It's not your fault that we're an idiot.
I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp.
It's a knife. I mean, you shouldn't just go poking the points of knives, you know?
It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah.
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Is she gonna suck my blood? If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She's a vampire. I invited a vampire into my home. Now she's gonna eat me. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning out. Yuri.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. I invited a vampire into my house. I invited her in. Now she can eat me. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. That's so dumb.
Delvina! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. No, we're not, because she wasn't bleeding. It wasn't weird that she licked our finger. I mean, it was kind of weird that she licked her finger. It's weird that she saw blood and licked our finger. That was what was more weird about it. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha 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 ha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Delvina.
Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. Is she actually relieved? I mean, not relieved. Is she actually happy for me, or does she want to suck more of my blood? Vampire. She's totally a vampire. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. What is she going to be doing when she comes back to my room? She's going to be licking the blood off the floor. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much.
She's up to something.
Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking your advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring it back to my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing? Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Did she cut herself? Why would she have cut herself? Maybe she didn't do that. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime.
Oh, that's cute, Yuri. Good ideas.
Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide for when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, and it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much.
My leg is numb again. Okay, fix it. Fix it.
Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing an experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over to Banner to grab an unused paintbrush. I can't talk. When I move at the same time, closing my head to bump into hers.
Yeah.
So sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. I'm the clumsy idiot one. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back in front of her. There's no paint on our face at all. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. She's gonna bite me! She's a vampire!
Wait.
Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She's gonna bite me. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. She's gonna bite me. I should have saved already. She's gonna eat me. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. Okay, she's gonna eat me tomorrow, the day of the festival. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the letter in now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then you bring it in the morning.
Oh, please don't trust me with that. Did you see how I got paint on your face? Don't trust me with the banner.
I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
Ha 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 ha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after you finish the work.
Well...
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably... Oh god, it's probably my fault. Excuse me. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really used the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it's the last time it could happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then...
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so.
You're very thoughtful, Delvina.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Why is she so uncomfortably zoomed into me?
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I want to get away from her. If I don't even get a chance, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori.
Yeah? Oh, Sayori, the cock blocker.
Hi, Delvina.
Sayori. Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Delvina. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams. I'm really surprised Sayori didn't, I'm really surprised that Sayori didn't immediately say, me and Delvina are going to hang out the whole festival. To really brag.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? She wanted to know if we were going to make out. That's what she wanted to know. You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. Oh, she's crying again. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Delvina? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Delvina. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Cassie was right. I should just... Whoa. Cassie? Cassie was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Hearing about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. What the hell was Cassie saying to her? So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Delvina. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Finally, you said it. Jesus. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Delvina, I like you so much that I want to die. That's not healthy. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. You're creeping me out. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Why am I playing with her like this? Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh, dear God. Yuri is a vampire. I probably should, back away from Yuri.
I wonder if this option would have always come up no matter who I picked. Sayori was always gonna, like, make me choose between her and someone else. What if she, like, slashes her wrist if I don't, like, say I love you? God. I feel like my options right now is I say I love you, and then Yuri, like, rips out my throat because she's a vampire. Or I say you'll always be my dearest friend, and Sayori, like, slashes her wrist. I feel like those are my options right now. And I don't really like either of those, like, outcomes, you know? I can't hold her hand and say you'll always be my dearest friend. God. But what if I say I love you and the game looks at my choices that I made earlier and she knows that, well, she doesn't know, but she thinks that I'm lying because I never tried to, like, cater to her. I always cater to Yuri. God. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Cassie told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer that I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Delvina. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So. Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. I don't want to scream. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm not screaming into the mic. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulders and flashes at me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. You're not left helplessly standing in front of your house because you know you could go after her. Like, you know where she lives. At least tell her parents, hey, Sayori's freaking out a little bit. Maybe watch over her. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, I'm done for now. See you guys when I do the next part of this where everything's going to go to hell. Or maybe, you know, Yuri's not a vampire. And, you know, we'll just be like, you know, boyfriend-girlfriend. High school boyfriend-girlfriend. She's gonna be a vampire, right? She's totally gonna be a vampire. But I'll see you guys in the next part. So, bye!